What happens when you've got no itinerary, no backup, and only one goal? And that's to conquer the Himalayas in India in winter on Royal Enfields. Well, let's go and find out. Well, let's start here. In England, one bag has motorcycle gearing, the other bag has camera equipment and of course clothes. But we need to get to Heathrow. So first things first, we need to call taxi.
Ready for you, my lord.
Driver, Heathrow, just to get a few things straight, do you mind if I call you twat?
You can call me whatever you like, sir.
Very good, let's go. Actually, driver, do you know what? I've just had a thought. I'm actually thinking about putting a team together. Do you fancy coming to India?
Well, I've got nothing else booked for today. Why not?
Well, we've just arrived at the car park for Heathrow Airport. Now, this is Paul, just in case you don't know. Also got a YouTube channel called Two Wheeled Auto Twit.
Indeed.
He is the transport guy for this adventure, but now we're forming a team, I think we need a negotiator as part of the team.
We do need to find someone.
And I think the only place where we're going to find a negotiator would be in the business lounge, because we need a man who knows about business, who's clever, that can become the negotiator. So let's head there first. Well, I didn't quite make it to the business lounge because it took over an hour to get through security. So they're literally boarding the flight. That means I've got slim pickings to try to find somebody that can do all the negotiation as part of the team. But there seems to be one man that could do it right here. So you look like an executive businessman, right? And I'm after a negotiator and I'm going to India, and I don't suppose at all in any way that you'll be heading in the same direction as me.
I may be going to India with you. Yeah, I'm going.
So I've got my person who's going to do all the haggling, sort out all the deals, because that's what India's about. You've got to haggle. So you've got one job to do. This job is completely paid, right? 1 beer per day. You can buy me one and you can be part of this adventure. You happy?
I can buy you a beer.
Every day?
Every day. The job isn't paid then, is it?
Well,
Not really, because you have to buy me a beer.
Well, I'll buy you one back.
I think probably what he hasn't said is he's just arrived and I was faced with the prospect of going on the aeroplane by myself. So him and another person didn't arrive until about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but no one cares. Right, let's get on the plane. Well, we've got an 8-hour flight, but most importantly, as Julian here has to do all of the negotiating, do you reckon you could negotiate us some cheap beers, like half the price?
Probably.
You reckon you can do it?
Probably, yeah.
Good. Well, I'm going to leave him to do that, and I'm just going to sit here and do nothing until the beers arrive. I kind of ordered everyone's food, and I didn't realise I was ordering vegetarian. That's what I've ordered everyone, vegetarian food. So feast your eyes on this. I have no idea. I think that's cauliflower and rice, and I think some kind of cheese. Yummy. But we have got fruit over here. We have got a mini salad, water, and we've also got oolele chocolate to finish, and a cheeky little bread roll. So let's go for the food taste. You ready for this? Spicy. Well, we've just landed in Delhi and we've got to take a domestic flight now to get to Leh. We've just had to go through collecting our bags, dumping our bags, immigration, security. But right now, we're going to go and find a beer because we've got an hour to waste. But I was just thinking, we've got obviously Paul, the driver. We've got obviously the man that's going to sort out all the deals. We need one more, I reckon.
I think we do.
I reckon we should find a complete stranger who looks like he's SAS, a survival expert, and we hire him.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Good idea.
So this man, he looks quite tall. Like, you look like an SAS person, right? Now, I want to hire somebody to take care of me throughout the entire adventure. You've got a burger, so I reckon you're set. Are you up for India and riding Himalayans at minus 20 degrees, but you've got to keep me loads of man hugs? You up for it?
Oh, as long as you're keeping me warm with man hugs too, that's the way to go, isn't it?
That's it. I reckon I'm sold. Well, we have got off of the plane and you're not allowed to film in the airport for security reasons. We managed to get a taxi. I haven't exchanged any money yet whatsoever at all because there was no exchange place there. But thankfully, Mikey has already exchanged some money, so he's just paid for a taxi for us to get to the hotel. So now we've got to sort this out, and then shortly I've got 4 Himalayan motorcycles arriving here, so it should be good. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Leh, and that's the region of Ladakh, but most of all, welcome to the Himalayas. But let me check in and let's figure out what we're doing next, because the bikes are due to be here in about 30 minutes and I've got no money. Well, we've just had welcome drinks brought out to us, our bags taken in as we've arrived. So Yakida or Yamashai Sharash, something like that they say. Whatever. It's like a herby, it's like a Emily. Yeah, it's like a lemsip drink. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. That's nice.
That's good.
Yakida, people. Yakida. Julian. Yakida. Did you negotiate this? I hope you did.
I did, yes.
This is good.
Got a good discount.
So right behind me, we're all signing the paperwork because the Himalayans have arrived. Mikey's got to pay for them at the minute because none of us have got cash other than him. But let me give you a quick look. 2 of them have arrived, 2 more on their way. Let me show you the Himalayans 450s that we're going to be riding on this adventure. We have put the bikes right now down in the garage out the way. It turns out that if the bikes are stolen, they're not insured. If we have an accident, they're not insured. So basically, if we break them, we've got to buy them. So we're keeping them safe in the garage, but we have to go and get some money first. And apparently there's a market just down there, but you know all about the market, right?
All about the market. It's just down there on the right, then you turn left, then right again, over a mountain, and it's just in the ravine at the bottom. I have it in good authority.
Okay, can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing like porno sunglasses from the 80s?
Sunglasses, they're skiing sunglasses for people with a little bit of class.
From the 80s?
No, from Amazon.
From the 80s?
No, not from the 80s, no. I got them last week.
Embarrassing, isn't it? Right, let's take a stroll and let's go to the market. Let's check out what Leh is and let's get some supplies and change some money. The one thing I'll say, it's 11,500 feet and we're all struggling to breathe. Paul especially. Paul's been on his knees a couple of times.
I'm not a heavy smoker. I'm not struggling with having had a bug for the last 3 weeks at all. It wasn't a stupid idea to come to India.
Literally going up 2 flights of stairs is knackered. They say you're supposed to do nothing for 2 days to climatise to the altitude. Anyway, let's go and get some beer, some money, some supplies, and then maybe we'll come back for a cheeky ride.
आंखें मिला के तुम मुझे क्या कहोगी
So we've just got back to the hotel room and we tried to exchange cash for rupees or whatever it's called. My brain's going because it's actually like, because the air's thin and we're not used to it yet. We're taking it easy, but I've just even come up 2 flights of stairs then. It's like, whew. So everything's ticked box-wise in regards to I've got the money, we've got the bike, we've got a hotel, we've landed here, we're in Leh at this big altitude. But I want to do one thing. I want to just take the Himalayan just for a very quick spin, just to test it out, see what it's like, and just see what the roads are like. But it's going to be short and sweet. The sun is going down. To give you an idea of temperature, during the sunlight, it's been -11 today. As it's going down, it is dropping rapidly. So I'm going to suit and boot as quickly as I can. And we're just going to go for a very short spin. I wouldn't recommend doing this. We've been up flying for, a 10-hour flight by the time we've got to Delhi and then to Leh, plus the transfer time, sorting all this out, the bike's rocking up, getting into the room. Been up for a long time. But we deserve to give this Himalayan one proper go. Yeah, we can do this. Well, here we go. Here we go. Himalayan 450, India. Here we go. Right, we're right on the underground car park, and we're coming up the ramp, and there is our first Indian road. Here we go. It always feels weird jumping on a bike you've never been on, in a country you've never been, not having any idea what the rules are. And from what I understand, there ain't no rules in India. I think you're supposed to keep to the left, but no one obeys any of it. Little doggy woggies. Here we go. Here we go, people. Tell you what, the Himalayan, don't they do look mighty cool, don't they? Now that off of the cuff sounds vibraty, if I'm completely honest. Hear that? That's a vibrate to this Himalayan. Now I got rid of my 411 because the vibrations annoyed me, but hey, still works well, doesn't it? So the thing of it is, as soon as you land, what you go through is the big kind of getting used to the culture shock side of things. You have this big list of stuff you want to do in your head, what we've achieved today, and we've done well being so tired, but you know, the culture shock, it normally takes a couple of days and then you're kind of into the groove. But yeah, maybe going out after that amount of hours feeling a bit ropey. But now I'm on the bike, I feel already good. Do you know what? I feel better than good. I feel 11 out of 10. But so far, what's important to say is the Indian culture, every person we've spoken to trying to find money, like an exchange place, and even a shop owner was like, look, if they're closed, you're struggling, I will do some cash change for you here, then I will change it later. Just going, you know, I'll do a little bit for you. And then it's just stuff like that's really nice. Had a guy at the airport that basically jumped in our taxi. Oh, look, cows. That's whenever I watch anybody that vlog in India, it's like cows, all cows. But they're everywhere here. So look, everyone's having to chicane around the cows. Yeah, man. What's the first thing you did? I chicaned round cows. So this bike feels quite light, but it also feels like the front tyre really needs some air in it. It's got a real sloppy front end feel. Another thing we're trying to do is Mikey's come out with me on this spin. Julian and Paul feeling just too exhausted. So Mikey's come out with me for this little bit of a spin. It's quite nice as well. But his bike's empty and my bike's full. I'm going to do one here. Really sensible thing to do. Whoa, that's such a lean. Look how far this bike leans. One plugged in. Don't forget to unplug yourself, douchebag. Let me just see. I want to test the front tyre. It feels really spongy. It's not too bad. Maybe I just need to get used to it. Or do we? We'll do it tomorrow. Air? No air?
Nice helmet.
It's good, isn't it?
I like the colours.
Matches my eyes.
Eh?
Matches my beautiful eyes. It's a true fact. Here we go then, back on the road. All I can tell you is, and this is all I know, I'm in Leh. I don't know which road I am right now, where I'm headed, other than I just want to have a little bit of a spin around and just have a little play and a little thing of what we can see. Instantly, coming from the UK, obviously you see a lot of cows and a lot of dogs, lots of dogs everywhere, all friendly, none of them nasty, just chilling. But just adding to a little bit the culture shock for what we don't see every single day. And I am going to apologise if I sound a bit not with it, because obviously I'm not. Listen, little purr. This 450, I call it Himalayan, they call it Himalayan. This is definitely a very low torque. First thing was very low, like a very kind of, you need to give it some. You hear that, and then it hit that rev sort of range at the top, and you can, whoa. Let's pull out, mate. You alright?
That was a worry.
What?
That was a worry.
What?
Him pulling out.
Oh yeah, no, you're indicating, so I was thinking where you're trying to go somewhere.
Was I indicating?
Yeah, and then I thought you were waving at me, and I went, I don't know where I'm going.
Right. No, I don't know, I was just following you.
Just keep going then.
I just forgot to turn the indicator on.
Cool. Look at the ice there. I don't know where I'm going, but we'll go this way. See what happens. Look at the size of that cow. And I can't help it again. British people, look at the bull horns on those bad boys. Jesus. You do not want to get rammed by one of them, do you? That would definitely sting your ring piece. Look at that view as well. We're in India, people. Frickin' India. Months and months and months in the planning, with everything I've tried to do sort of to change the way I'm doing my world adventures, to try to ride the entire world by motorcycle, and now doing it in a very different, unique way. Oh wow. But I'm pretty sure you'll agree, this is quite unique, isn't it? And this is just exploring around, I don't know if it's a town, a city. It's just awesome. Ladakh. So everyone says it all in different ways. To say Ladakh, if you go a little bit French, you'll get it right. Ladakh. And that's how you pronounce it. 100% guaranteed. Oh, little puppy, what you doing, little puppy? What you doing, little puppy? Oh, little pup. I don't know where I'm going. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot wait to find out what we're going to explore over this series. What we're going to see, what we're going to take in, where we're going to end up. The good stuff, some stuff going wrong. You know what I mean? It's going to be proper epic. Right, power. Okay, it's got a decent amount of whoosh. It wouldn't be like, oh my god. Yeah, the 450's got a bit of whoosh. Part of getting used to it means you have to give it that, you know, that thrashing. You need to give it a good spanking, a proper spanking, and then you get to know the bike better. Definitely what you got to do. What's these, like military bases? Where have I ended up now? Welcome to India, day one. Arrested for invading a military base. Well, first impressions of India and Leh. I've got so much to discover, so much more of the culture to take in, and so much more to show every one of you lot, because this is just the beginning. Well, here we are, our first day in the Himalayas, setting off from Leh, and do I have a plan? Right, team, I've named us the Head team, so we've got to go around and call each other Head, or I like Head. Either way, right, that's the name of the team. Now, I have a plan. We're going to go to Stakna Bridge. It looks pretty and it's a bridge, so we're going to suit up, man up, and head up the mountain. Are you ready?
Yeah. Get some head.
Come on, Head boys. You ready? Right, team Head, here we go. Everyone's still jet lagged. And I'm like, this is what we're doing, we're off ski. Plan first, one bike's got a quarter of a tank in, so we're going to fill that up so we're all on par. To our destination, to the mighty bridge that does look quite cinematic, to be fair. That is 35 minutes away, 25 kilometres. So this will be our first experience out of actual Leh that should be quite interesting, and it gives us all a good chance to get used to the mighty Himalayas again. Right, let's get out of the big city. Look at it already, it's cool. And let's see what we can discover on our first proper day checking out the Himalayas. So the cold has already killed my GoPro just leaving Leh, but it opened up to some open awesomeness. Beautiful mountains around me, but we've just arrived at Stakna Bridge. So let me show you this wonder in true 11 out of 10 style. So as we're walking over this bridge, let's be honest, it's a ropey as heck, isn't it? There's no point in you not sitting there looking underneath for the solid metal bits as you walk, because there's gaps all through it, and the last bit looks even more dodgy. But it's definitely cinematically scenic. But I don't think I'd want to ride a bike across here in any way. Look at that. Well, after conquering that bridge, I need to ask, Paul, did you chicken out?
From walking over the bridge?
Yeah.
No, I did it. You just weren't filming.
Yeah, he chickened
No, I
out.
chickened out.
He chickened out. And Julian,
Yeah.
as the man who's going to do all the negotiation, but also deals in insurance in the real world as a business executive,
Yeah.
did you decide it was too much of an insurance risk?
No, I rode over it.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
Yeah, but I did.
But you didn't, did you?
I was surprised Mikey gave me a wine gum.
Is that why he gave you one?
Yeah.
Yeah? He's dreaming. Right, next up, because me and Mikey are the biggest ones with the guts right now, we're going to head over this other bridge that's actually solid and works well and see what happens next. But I think there's like a monastery thing at the top of that hill, but I don't think we're going to get there. So let's jump back on the road and let's see what we can discover next. Mr. Tinkles, we love you. Julian Tinkles, in all good bookshops now. Julian! Now this is the bridge, the proper bridge. That's the old bridge down there we just walked across. And now this is the proper bridge. But let's be honest, it's proper epic, isn't it? Proper epic indeed. Wow. Just look at that. Just wow. Now we're right near loads of obviously military training places. We've had helicopters fly over us, military trucks and stuff going over there. Should we just see whereabouts we actually are on the map? Let's have a cheeky little look. So we are Rambura, Stakner. Look at that. How cool is that? Very cool indeed. I've no idea where I'm going, but that would do. Tourism Le Dark. Oh yeah, let's just go there. Oh yes indeed. Happy place. Definitely happy place. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I'm supposed to stop there, not stop there. Very good. Very good. One of the problems I've currently got, because I am just using today as a little bit of an explore, get used to the bike more, the team working together and seeing what's around. What I don't know is you're supposed to get permits for a lot of roads, and that was a military checkpoint back there that didn't stop us, but you're constantly back in your head going, am I supposed to get a checkpoint for this? Am I not? I am not sure. But either way, they didn't stop us, so let's carry on. So this is quite cool. So we've kind of been sweeping up on awesome tarmac roads. Not really a lot to see other than just nice sweeping roads here in the Himalayas. We've just got to here. So we're at Sakti, that's at, look, 13,500 feet. And it says over here, on here, just this bit here, you are at the HQ of one of the oldest road constructions, Koi of Bro. So some bro made the road. I'm guessing this is going to give us all the different altitudes from where we can sort of go down and up, if you look, all the different ones. And we're going to go and experience maybe a little bit more, but there's a lot, obviously, everywhere we visit. There's got all this religious stuff going. There's a dude over there spinning a thing, praying, I think. But look, the roads, just the awesome roads. Anyway, I wanted to show you that really cool thing, but let's get back to it. Okay, here we go. Let's go this way. Well, this looks a bit more interesting. I've got to say, the air is definitely thinner up here. Definitely. And I still have to bear in mind, we're supposed to have taken that 48 hours rest before heading up higher, but we're all in good spirits. I reckon it's got to be minus 15 at least up here. And then put the wind chill on. So everything's on full for heated gear, jacket and gloves. But we're going to go and see, because I've got no internet, I've put another place on the map. We're going to go and see what's there, just as some sort of beauty spot. But I think it's going to be a just go and see what's there. Still pinching myself, I'm here in India, in the Himalayas, riding these roads on a Royal Enfield Himalayan, a Himalayan in the Himalayas, and this bike on the side is 69 on it. And I didn't pick it on purpose, it was the first bike sort of I walked up to, so it's fate. I love a 69er. Now this is getting a bit more interesting. I would say you wouldn't want a big truck or something, would you, right now, to come down? It would be quite tight. Now this is kind of more what I expected the roads to be like all over the Himalayas. We've had beautiful sort of, you know, mainish kind of fast roads, not single track with dodgy bends. But I've got what I want. I've got a little bit more of the expected Himalayan style of roads, and I expect them to get worse at some point as well. Fucking hell, that's ice. That's dodge. So my offline Google Maps that was supposed to be like a beauty spot, you know, to have like a picture spot. That's what that was on Google Maps. Took us down this path, and we've got all the ice, and we have to try and turn around because look, look, that is solid, absolutely solid. I don't think it's a good idea to risk that, do you? I think that's a good idea whatsoever, but it was definitely fun. Right, I don't know what we're doing next, so I'm just winging it. But I don't even know how high we are now. I'll ask Julian what he thinks. Julian,
Yeah.
using your expert skills, dude, what's our exact height?
13,751.
Lovely. And our exact location?
Leh Ladakh. No, it's not. It's in the region of Ladakh.
And we'll just call this place Bob, yeah?
Bob.
We're in Bob.
Bob.
Oh, can you hold me up on my really short breath? Right, I don't know what we're doing next.
There's no air, is there?
No.
There's nothing to breathe.
We can only go one way at the minute because we can't go the other.
We'll either die or we can ride back down again.
We can keep going up. Be all right. Look, see those roads up there?
Yeah.
The ones that look no sides.
There's no people.
No people.
All the motorbikes that have fallen off the edges.
It'll be alright.
It'll be fine.
It'll be alright. Okay, so our current plan, see in front of us, that's a road, I think. We're going to try and head up there for a bit and get some epicness, but just get on the bike. Whew. Right, let's go off this dirt track. Let's see where that goes. Okay, so we've headed a bit further up with our plan to kind of get some cinematic road footage. This is the road we just came up. There's a turning circle in the road because the road runs out, but look what we have got for a moment. Touching snow. So, plan now, still haven't really got one. I just said to team head, we need a coffee shop just here, it would be perfect. I asked if any of them want to volunteer to go up the track to see if there's a Starbucks up there. They've all said no. So it looks like we're going to start heading down. Now there's ways off, I don't exactly know where we're going to go from here. Whew. But we found snow, people. We found freaking snow. Right. Let's jump on our bikes, let's get some amazing roads in, and let's make it 11 out of 10. Well, as far as we can go. So there's one more thing to do, but I've got to say, look at this. This is cool. But we better start heading back down, because if we can't go up any further this way, we need to start going back down. Beautiful snow. Woo-hoo-hoo. I definitely think we're all feeling the levels, because we're all puffing, but we're heading the right way, and I just love it, absolutely love it. What a place to ride, what a place to visit, and this is only day one, so much more to see yet. It's just a world of smiles, and especially because no one's as stupid and as crazy as us to come up here at this time of year. The roads are virtually dead. In some ways, it makes it that little bit more special. Just us taking on the epicness. Look at this. Woohoo, people! I suppose there's really only one more thing to do. Well, that's got to be capturing some of these roads and this beautiful scenery, but in that more 11 out of 10 way. So ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the epicness. So right next to me here, we come across loads of these. But interestingly, Mikey was just saying to me at the top that he spent 16 weeks camping in the snow near one of these for a really important reason. So he's going to explain exactly what they're all about. So Mikey, why are you so tall, man?
I can't help it.
Anyway, now you spent 16 weeks, right?
Right.
With one of these.
Yeah, of course.
And you know all about it. So what's the history?
Well, these are actually, every time we spin one of these, you're saying a prayer to the mountain gods to give you safe passage through the mountains.
Is there a certain prayer?
Spinning around, turning my way, get out of my way. I'm going up the mountain on a motorbike.
So basically, if you spin it, right, let me just hold this mic here like this. If you spin it, it's very important. Now, lots of people are doing it, and it gives you actually good luck. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, I got a ding dong.
Well,
that
you got
means
answered by the gods.
and again. That means I'm going to get good luck for the rides, and obviously it's quite precious. So we're not going to say anything silly like he spent 16 weeks. 3 times lucky. 3 times lucky. I better go before it goes 4 times and I'm in trouble. Right, let's get back on the road. Well, I'm sure you'll agree that was good fun. But we're now on these nice open roads. It means the Himalayan can come alive a little bit and take in the awesomeness. But we are looking for coffee. So I keep going past places and slowing down looking for coffee. No, continue. Power. Well, after the epic ride, we sort of pretty much were on a mainish road, quite quick, reasonably cinematic, as we headed back to Leh, because we were on the hunt now for a beer, and we've all agreed we're going to sit down and have an executive meeting. Obviously, we'll get Julian to head that up, and we're going to have a plan for tomorrow, but we're desperate to find beer, so we're out hunting for beer. So, we brought the team for some beers. We have found some beers. Our plan, poor Julian's cold, very cold. The plan is to figure out what we're doing tomorrow. So who's got the internet?
No. Nothing. Nada.
Nada.
So what are we going to do tomorrow?
Ride off into the mountains.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
We go that way. Might go that way. I think we went that way earlier, didn't we?
We went that way, yeah.
So we go that way.
We went that way.
We went that way.
We went more that way.
No,
So we go that way. No, I want to go that way.
That way.
Just go up.
I think you will end up going sort of that way anyway, because when you go that way, you go up that way and it goes around to that way.
No, it comes back to
Let's do that way then.
But then
Yeah.
when you get down to the bottom of that way, then you got two directions going up.
As long as it's warm.
As long as it's warm.
You know what we can do? We got beer.
Yaki dal.
Yakido.
The Himalayas in winter basically means that most of the major passes are actually closed. But there's a big plus side to this because there's no tourists, because they're not silly enough to be here when it's minus 11 degrees. But me and my team are, what means that we can go and find some of the best twisters in the entire world, because what I found on Google Maps should be smile per miles of absolute awesomeness. So let's go find out. Well, here we are, the open road. We've actually just left Leh and I found a general store and I'm like, everybody stock up, because I don't think there's going to be many shops where we're going. I'll probably be wrong, there'll be a shop every 500 yards. But Mikey's just had a bit of a selfie with one of the shopkeeper's kids. Look, very excited. So I think it's pretty much fast roads up to the twisters. It's really cold, but we're here for an awesome adventure. So let's do this. Open up the Himalayan. Woohoo! I love adventure. Already look at the view, the mountains, the Himalayas is just takes your breath away every time. Every single time. It looks like we're headed snow peaky sort of way, so things could get quite interesting. Anyway, let's take in some of this crazy fastness of these roads before we get to the most bonkers one ever. Let's go. So we're not far from the twisters and the wind chill's getting to us all. I've pulled in my GoPro battery, my extreme temperature white battery's in there, can't handle it. It literally goes on for a few minutes, it switches off, so I'm going to try and put in a warm one when we get there to try and capture it. But interestingly, Mikey, the survival expert, has brought battery operated ones and they're flat because of the cold straight away, so his hands are freezing. So he's gone off, see all this rubbish down here, all this basically people's crap they've chucked out. There's Mikey looking for things to fix his bike with. So the first thing he's found is this, I think it's like a washing bottle of some sort, and a bit of cable that he's tied on. Now Paul's already filmed everyone taking bets to see how long it's going to last for, but that's his, that's theirs. Is that a clutch, isn't it?
That's brake.
That's brake. That's how cold I am. Of course it is. No, yeah, that's clutch, that's brake. Oh, and there he goes again. He's now using a piece of, I think, are you using a piece of glass that's broken to cut that? Now, this is why he's here to survive. Thankfully, I've got heated gear. Have you got heated gear?
I've also got heated gear.
Plugs in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you've got heated gear as well.
Like some form of heated gear, yeah. Gloves are not heated, but I'm coping.
Do you think one thing of when you come into extreme temperatures, you kind of have to think about bringing heated stuff that works?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine is working.
But when you're a survivalist, you just make do.
Yeah, I'm not a survivalist.
No, I'm not either. I'm more of a heated gear guy. Yeah. Let's see how long this works for. Are you feeling confident? Is this for your clutch side? What can go wrong? So Julian, who's into insurance and brings everything with him, he's found some medical gloves that he's going to give to Mikey to put inside to try and keep his hands warm. How many fingers have you got now? We want to see if they're blue by the end. Well, they will be because you've got the blue gloves.
My problem is my gloves are burning my hands.
Oh, should we swap? Should we swap gloves? Because mine are on maximum, they're not burning my hands. This is Julian's very into blowing things. See? Look at that.
Look at that. Eh?
That's how it's done. Okay, so my cameras are all dying. Even this pocket free is telling me it's extreme temperatures. If I could guess, I'd actually put us at -20, if not more. We're all freezing. I'm gonna do my best because this is what I've come to show you, this epic kind of twist through the valleys that you can see up there. So I'm gonna do my best to try to capture this in 11 out of 10 way. I have no idea what we're gonna end up with. But ladies and gentlemen, let me give you this incredible place, if we don't freeze to death. Look how high we are. Look how far we've come. I've gone in front to catch the boys coming up. But I can tell you something. This is amazing. Oh, I'm so proud of the team for coming with me on this craziness, this silliness, this bonkersness. It's flakes of snow, but you probably can't see, the camera's starting to come down. And behind us looks like a snowstorm starting to come in as well, but every second, every minute, no matter how cold, breathless I'm getting, I'm loving it. I am conquering this bucket list dream. A Royal Enfield Himalayan in the Himalayas. This is the first of many bucket lists I'm going to be doing on this channel, but I want to go extreme. This is extreme, right? Get the epic ride-by shot. That's important. Woohoo! Look at those sexy beasts. The HH team. World conquering heroes. Can I ask you a serious question?
Go on then.
Do you feel alive?
Virtually. Almost. It's fantastic.
We're bloody doing it, aren't we?
We are, yeah, it's wonderful.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well done, boyo. Well, what we've done, we've decided to turn around because behind us it looks thick with snow. And I think we were all a little bit out of breath, especially when we got off the bike for a second, like, yeah, this is high. And we've decided it's the right thing to do. But this is epic. This is really epic. Woohoo! Shakhtar is the name of the road that we're on. Shakhtar. If you ever come here and you want to do one a bit different to the main path, where you're not going to see as much, we'll get the crazy buses, all the touristy stuff, then this is the place to be. Right here, right now. This Himalayan 450, that clock I can see amazingly. They'll whack some heated grips on this, some hand guards. Woohoo! Just love to have, this is just nice to have a play. Woohoo, baby! I think I've had a little bit too much fun. I came down there pretty quick and I've left them behind. So this is a nice place to wait because look at this. Look at this for amazingness. And I think after that little craziness of epic fun, I believe a prayer to the mountain gods for their amazing roads and keeping us safe was amazing. Let's spin this bad boy. How cool is this? I'm okay. Spin it. This way? This way. This way. I get ya. Hey. This is the way to praise the mountain gods. You know how to look after us. Thank you and visit again, the sign says. And there's my mighty team. Look at that. Mikey, the survivalist, wearing surgical gloves. Mr. Paul, twat left who would watch it, twit on YouTube, being the manly man that he is, and Julian, who loves to share a candle with me and haggle for every single price going and takes insurance out for everything he does in life. That is the best team in the world. Well, last night we had a bit of a snowfall, not massively, but enough for it to sort of cover most of the road, and of course, being so cold, we've got ourselves a little bit of freezing temperatures, what means we've got a bit of ice. So what we've decided to do, what is against everything I'd normally do, is actually not take the bikes out. The sun is out, the roads are starting to melt, what means that we should be good for tomorrow, but if you can see, it's just a little bit ropey for the bikes today. So regrettably, I'm going to have a non-bike day, but we'll make the most of it, taking the culture, see, well, the one site that I can find here in Leh that I think is open and show you what it's like to be here in India, in the Himalayas, as a tourist. So after walking up from basically down there all the way up this bit through some very interesting lanes, like I said, we've been a tourist today. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you Leh Palace, but I'll do it in 11 out of 10 style. Whew. Yeah, it's fine. We'll make it good. I so prefer being on a bike. Right, tourist version, here we go. Okay, Paul, we can see the palace from here, right? So I want you to do, this is what tourists do, they come all this way, stare at it and just go, oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Boys,
Hello.
we're doing the tourist thing, right?
Yeah.
Because people actually do this and come all this way just to see crap like this. So we're going to try and make it look good. So I've got Paul to do it. I both want you to stare at the palace behind me and at the same time both go, oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
Go.
Oh, wow.
Where is it?
You're supposed to say it together.
I did.
Oh, for God's sake.
Where is it?
So, the transport guy, he knows everything. So what is Leh Palace?
It's a former royal palace built, I believe, in the 1600s, and then towards the end of the 1600s they were kicked out by the new Indian rebels and sent further afield. Higher is the altitudes because the invaders couldn't cope with the higher altitudes, and that's why we're not invading it today. And in its original glory, the upper floors would be gloriously decorated, and that has been maintained to absolutely no level whatsoever. We are going to see a building that's falling down, basically, and hasn't been.
So just to summarise, it looks more like a prison.
It does look like the Germans have modelled their.
Can't say that.
No, okay, go
Those people.
many a prisoner of war camp or prison has been modelled on this building.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to live here. What we'll do,
I wouldn't want to walk here every morning.
I'll show you 11 out of 10. Well, after that walk, we can't film in there. You're not allowed. So Mikey and Paul, part of the Helmet Head team, decided to pay £3 each to go in and have a look. I'm like, if I can't film, I'm not actually that bothered. So we'll get their impression Oh, you can't write it. But there is something over there. Or I might go and visit. I mean, this is what tourists do. They go in and pay money and look at old buildings. Oh, I want to be on my motorbike. Yeah. But hey, it's pretty, isn't it? Very pretty. So Julian, because we can't film inside, I can't be bothered to go in. Now, obviously, Mike and Paul have gone off together and you've stayed with me to enjoy this fantastic view. There's like a thing over there, what I think tourist people do, so I think we should just go and have a look at that.
Oh, you should definitely go up there. It does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah, can you do me a favour? Just go and get me a coffee first.
Not really. Unless you want to get me one on your travels.
No, it's your job.
Okay, well, I'll buy you one down the town.
I want one now.
I haven't got one.
Rubbish.
I don't know where to buy it either.
Anyway, should we go and see that other thing up there that looks touristy?
Let's go, let's do it.
Let's do it. So our aim is to go there. Let's see whatever that is. Now this is more interesting. The classic 350 in India. So of it being in the UK, and look at that. What a beauty. Now Julian.
Yes.
I'd rather stare at that. I'd rather spend my day looking at a bike that's half knackered.
That's nice, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I'd imagine sitting here with a beer, right? Sipping a beer and staring at a proper Royal Enfield in India.
Bring it on.
That's
There's
cool.
the beer shop.
Well, I've got a couple in the room. We could go and get them and bring them back.
Let's do that.
Yeah, it's a long way, mate. Getting up here was hard enough. And then look, even a scooter. That's more exciting. Anyway, let's go and see what we've got coming up on this mountain thingy, my bobby thing. I tell you what, how you feeling?
Top of the world.
I feel food-hard.
That's wonderful. Look at that. How could you not feel top of the world looking at that fantastic view?
To be fair, it's good. We've got this amazing flag behind us and we're on this top bit, and then there's a bit more up there, but there's no path. So what we've got to do, we've got to climb like true, what are climbers called?
Rock climbers.
Rock climbers, adventurers,
Intrepid adventurers.
hikers, skinny people with the muscles. Let's go be that. One, I will show you this view, but from up there. Come on, Julian. Yes. Whoa. Find the broken glass of here. Yes. Yes. You can do it. Dude, we're true adventurers.
True adventurers.
I have no idea what this is. I know one thing. It's pretty. Okay. Are you ready for the finale? Are you ready for this bit? Look at what's behind me. And there's like a shrine and an unbelievable view. This is what tourists do. This is what they do. Proper adventurers come to places like this. I'm going to give you this. in proper 11 out of 10 style. Okay, everyone's just seen it on camera.
Yeah.
This 11 out of 10 scene, this moment, this huge moment where we've just walked up this massive mountain. I reckon it's at least 20k. Just climbed a sheer mountain, like dropped, like rooted, like Indiana Jones. To
No
get
ropes.
No ropes.
No
like,
ropes.
well, no, we don't need ropes. We're like proper adventurers. Now, inside that cave, if I said to you, there's a bottle of pop, a packet, a matchbox, a really cool. I'm not going to be rude because it's a cool, like, I don't know, shrine metal thing, and had some instructions on how to fix them, fix something. Would you believe me?
No.
Okay.
I know what's in there.
Okay.
There's a snow leopard
Okay.
hibernating for the winter,
Okay.
and there's probably a brown bear or two
Okay.
just foraging.
Okay.
Well, they're not foraging yet because they're in the cave, but they're coming out at night foraging.
Do you know what?
Am I right?
I'm
I am, aren't I?
Go and have a look, and then come back and tell me if it was worth it.
Go. This looks exciting. Well, there's a little shrine with some offerings to the gods. There's no snow leopard. And there's no brown bears, as far as I can see. But it's a shrine. Wonderful. That was incredible. It's a lovely little thing. I don't know the religious significance of it.
Did you see the matchbox?
I did see the
Did you
matchbox.
see the bottle of pop?
I did, yeah.
Did you see the instructions?
I looked at the shrine. I looked at the positive things.
Can I ask you
the
a
positive
question?
message.
A serious question, right?
Yeah.
Do you reckon the instructions is, like, it's come from IKEA, it's a flat pack and they don't understand it, so they've brought the instructions to the gods so they can be led on how to build their flat pack like chest of drawers?
Do you think so?
I reckon that's the reason why.
No, I don't think so. I think those instructions have been passed down through thousands of years of monks and religious folk.
They look new.
Well, they have to reproduce them because they get out of date, and you have to update the language, and things just simply wear out these days, so you have to replace them.
One thing, you still look like a porn star with those glasses on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, ready? So, Mikey, I obviously didn't go in because I can't film. You paid the full £3. I know it's expensive.
£4.
Tell me, how enlightened are you now?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the way that they've built the place was great. The architectural stuff, carried stuff up and down there. We saw some exits for naughty servants, I'm sure. But just getting through doorways was incredible because they're about half our size.
So just to be clear, you went into a palace made for midgets.
Yeah.
There's some weird exits for little people.
Yeah.
And you had to get in between doorways, and that's basically it.
Yeah. Up and down stairs, different levels. So of course, we didn't get quite to the 9th level because that's where the king used to live, and that's all closed up. But we got to the 8th level, and the view
Do you know
was
what?
incredible.
I can just tell from your excitement and how positive you are and how happy you are. That wasn't worth it. Well, we can hear proper praying from the mosque thing. I think it's a mosque behind us. But I've got to say one thing, team. I think we'll all agree. It's beer o'clock.
It's getting that way, yes.
Yeah. So I think we should do what all tourists do after visiting such places. Go and get gazeboed. Now, the first thing that will come to your mind is mountain passes and unbelievable roads. But what if I told you there's a place called Sangam Point and it's supposed to be spectacular? Let me show you exactly what I mean. Well, here we go, leaving the Hotel Pau, and we're in Leh, and we'll go through the chaos as we leave now. And then we've got a nice main road as we head down to Sangam Point. Now, Sangam Point has two major rivers meeting, and it's supposed to be spectacular. We're going to go and visit that first, see what's there, especially this time of year, so it should be really quiet. And then from there, you can follow a river twisty road all the way along. And there's potential for a frozen waterfall, but it will all depend on obviously the temperature. Now it's about -11 during the day, so it should be, if the water's flowing, we could get a bit of both. So I'm excited to do something completely different and see what we can discover at Sangam Point and the awesome river road. Let's go. Well, we're not hugely far away now, but look at this for just awesomeness. The one thing you have to be careful of is there's quite a lot of wild dogs that just like to run out. So you kind of got to keep your wits about you quite a bit, but your eyes wander because the views, well, they are amazing. This is riding in the Himalayas. And riding on a Himalayan 450 by a Royal Enfield even makes it more special. Let's have some fun. Woohoo! Actually, let's look at that unbelievable view. Let me have a little look for you. See that? That, I think, is where we're going. This is so cool. I suppose the plus side, they've put a barrier up against the side of the road because it would feel quite ropey, but also quite cool for it not to be there. But I can see why it's there quite easily. Whoa, icy bit. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. This is the Himalayan 450 and it's a beast. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woohoo! Himalayan, yo! Hello.
Now they're not in this line.
Sorry?
Now they're not in downside.
Oh, okay, just here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Only from here. Upsides. This.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah. This is a danger zone.
Okay. Yeah. This is the cold, the water.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
So we go open this upside
Yeah,
and enjoy.
we will do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at Sangam Point. Look at that. Look at that. But let me show you properly in true 11 out of 10 style. Well, I've got to say, this is such a peaceful place to be, and the view is incredible, and obviously having Julian with me, I reckon it's romantic.
It's not really, is it?
Well, it is.
There's nothing romantic. We're in the Himalayas
Yeah,
on motorbikes.
yeah.
It's not romantic. Other than the fact
Beautiful.
you sat next to me and you're touching my knee.
Yeah, but the river
Well, that's
and
nice.
the beautifulness.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You brought a candle.
No, didn't bring a candle.
He's not in the mood today. Look,
No, not really in the mood for romance and things. No,
he wants to kiss me.
he doesn't.
He really wants to kiss
No,
me.
he really doesn't.
He really does. Wow, just look at it. Just look at it. Now, we had a bit of a police presence that were up on the road and then followed us in. Strictly told us not to go down there. I asked if I was alright to fly my drone. They said it's fine as long as it's not high. And they were really lovely, and I had a good old chat with them. It was really nice. But now we're off. See you later. Now, we're headed to Chilling Waterfall. The idea of it is we're going to ride kind of along the river on the road wise, and it's going to take us Chilling Waterfall. Potentially at this time of year will be a frozen waterfall, so I reckon it could be quite spectacular. So that is the plan. I am definitely in my happy place. Engage cool sunglasses mode, looking sexy. What a place for an adventure. India. It's better than I even expected it to be. It's just awesome. And being on this 450 is so much fun. Let's cross over this very awesome bridge. I love it. One of the things they do is every bridge, look, obviously it's constructed, but they put all their flags up and their little signs, and I don't know if it makes a bridge quite magical. It's just a magical country, isn't it? Magical place. Wow, look at that. We're riding under the cliff. Oh wow. Woohoo, people. Woohoo. Living a dream. Absolutely living the dream. Well, I actually just got stopped not too far up there by the police with a rope, and I was going waterfall, waterfall, and they didn't speak English, but they found a man that did, and he was going to me, blasting, road closed, and I said, I want to see the waterfall. Can we go to the waterfall? It's just up here. And he was like, no waterfall, no waterfall. He says, but you go 20 kilometres, you can turn around and come back. You're okay for 20 kilometres. Any further, he says, no good. So we've ridden to this bit where we're supposed to see this magical waterfall, but we've got to go down here. Now, this isn't too ropey at all in any way, and whoa, and the camera won't show, it's a little bit steep, but look at the view behind me. Whoa. Oh, poo, look, poo. Keep going. I think this next bit's going to be a running job. Look at this. If in doubt, just go fast. It's all about power. Oh, you bugger. Yes. Almost there. Mind the poo. Oh, that way, this way, that way, this way. Dora the Explorer. So after we've just climbed down that mountain for this waterfall, you're so tall, I'm putting it up in the air, right? That looks to me so picturesque. This is your chance to go, wow, I could look so cool under that. Go.
I look so cool underneath that.
So ladies and gentlemen, let me give you Chilling Waterfall. Well, there was, just forget what you just seen, envision this amazing waterfall coming down and picturesque, and you can bathe under it, and just imagine that sexy world scene from happening, because that's what I've got in my head. Yeah. But what a place. What an amazing place. Wow. This has been a heck of a journey of just fun, amazement, every part of it. Well, I think you got to admit that's a picturesque waterfall.
It is.
I mean, if you were doing a TripAdvisor, it'd be 5 out of 5, right?
Oh, it certainly wouldn't be an out of 10, would it?
No, it's definitely not 11 out of 10. But do you know what the best bit was?
Go on.
Climbing down it to see it.
Yes.
Because that was its own adventure.
It was a challenge, wasn't it?
But there's still something magical about that. And just to me, that's just a bit of stone and some water coming down. But where we walk down to, this bit,
This is pretty, isn't it?
this is proper incredible.
Peaceful. I could meditate here for
Yeah, I could.
at least 5 minutes.
Yeah. I tell you what though, you got one job to do. Carry me to the top.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Go faster! Okay. So we came back to the top and I sent Mikey, the survivalist, on a mission. He licked his finger and he did this and he went, I think there's a better waterfall. I think we've gone to the wrong bit. So his head popped up above the hill and used a special side. So I'm gonna see, oh hello, if I could get there, but that looks, yeah, there's a reason why we're calling the survivalist, because that looks dangerous to me. I'll be completely honest, I've just looked at what I think the way that he's gone and I can't see how he's not falling down into the waterfall. Now, what I'll do, I'll send up my eye in the sky. I think that's a little bit more safe. And if Mike isn't struggling, I'll send Julian up to rescue him. Well, I think after that epic shot, that's how I could describe it, I think there's one more thing that we need to do, don't we? I need to show you this awesomeness properly, these amazing roads as we go between the mountains, through the valley, the awesomeness. So let's do it. Let's do it 11 out of 10. Right, team, listen up. What we need to do now is create the most sexiest mountain riding scene ever, all right? Okay. Prepare yourselves for sexiness. Now, when you're on a motorcycle adventure in the Himalayas, the one thing that we all do is want to go on those amazing mountain passes. But I've decided to come here in winter, and winter actually means that all those passes are closed. Well, that's what Google says. But last night, a man in a restaurant that's better than a man in a bar turned around and said, no, the passes are open. You go, 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 go. So we're going to try and go to a pass called the Kagungla Pass, and we have no idea if we can get up there, if we can ride it. But we're here on an adventure, so let's go find out. Well, I wanted to start it here as we got to the pass. Now, there was a checkpoint at the bottom, but nobody's there. Nobody was there, and I did stop and just had a quick look, but I couldn't see anybody there. And that's where I wanted to start the video from, but I thought, well, why there's nobody there? Maybe I should just go. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beginning of the pass. Now, I've put my sat-nav up to the first part, that's the glacier. It's 11 kilometers of climbing, and it goes higher. So shall we? Well, we can have a little bit of fun, because did something a little bit naughty. Power! Look at this, we are climbing rapidly. Whoa! This is proper cool. Yeah! Now, just getting to the pass, because there seems to be no real rules, so just getting to the pass, I've almost been taken out twice, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Just look at that. Because we're here, we survived. Ah, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Here we go, we're about to climb up again. The thing that goes through the back of your head the whole time is I hope there's not some massive truck coming round the bend. Can you pick up the pace? Like, now I can see. So I'm like, power! Yeah! And they're like, no, slow down. Bend, 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 bend. Only because I've almost been took out a few times. But hey, positivity. Let's just go and have some fun. Yeah! Look at this. Now, this is no sort of, in Europe you've very much got these nice sweepers but nice and open road. This is just get round the bend and hope it all goes okay. Just awesome. Oh, a bit of snow already. Power. Woohoo! This is also climbing proper rapidly. More power. See what I mean about this bike? It's got I like the sound. It's got a nice deep sort of tractor thump sound to it. Adds on to the pleasure of just wanting to keep turning the throttle. I'm having too much fun. On a Himalayan in the Himalayas. I keep saying the Himalayans, but it's the Himalayas. On a Himalayan, because that's what the Indians call it, and that's what I'm going to call it from now on, because it's an Indian bike. They've obviously got it right, and we get it wrong. Power! I've got a feeling, and I might be very wrong, but because I don't think this is going to keep climbing. I think the ice and the roads and the conditions, and I think this road's closed. It's just going to get really, really bad quickly, and I think this is just the beginning. So this might be a little bit silly, but hey, I've got my whoa, front end slip then already. I've got my survivalist. Oh, that looks nice there. He'll be able to build me a fire and keep me safe. I've got my Julian. He'll haggle for a good price to take me down the mountain. And then I've got my transport guy that will get us there the quickest way possible. That's why I brought a team, just to look after me. But power! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! This is epic. This is cool. Yeah! Oh, I thought we were going straight on. Are we going straight on? Yeah. Oh, look. Gravel. Stand up time. Look professional. Go. Yes. Whoa. Keep the power on. Feel the back end slipping a little bit. Way. Should have been down a gear really, but never mind. Look at that. Yeehaw! Back onto tarmac. Legend. Power. This is awesome. Look at the road. Look at the look at the map in front. I ought to wait for the team a little bit. I get a bit carried away and I kind of throttle off. I was a bit cheeky, but the inner I don't know, happy place child in me goes, go on, give it some beanage. Tell you what though, yeah, it's getting thin. What are we at? 13,200 feet. Look at that. Where are my team? I lost my team. Oh, yeah, some on my screen defrost from my heavy breathing. Okay, I'm gonna capture my team going up. Well, that didn't quite work because the time I got my camera switched on and switched off, they were here, but Julian was behind, so I got Julian in all of his mightiness. And because I've took my time to get back on, it means now I can have more of a play catching them back up again. Just got to be careful for random ice patches. Look at this. This is spectacular. Yeah! I almost love this kind of gravelly, unfinished section. So this massive, then kind of beautiful tarmac. It just adds to the fun. Now I believe we go up between another 2,000 to 3,000 feet. So the air's going to get thinner and thinner. If you think about it, planes fly at this height. Oh, look, more gravel. Oh yes, let's do this up. Was that sand? This is more like it. This is what I came for. Oh, tarmac, all sand. Oh, tarmac, all sand. No, that goes off down there. We're back on tarmac for a moment. No, we're not. We're back on gravel. Yeah. This looks jaggery. Woohoo! Well, that was incredible. That was amazing, magical. Now let's ask the twat what he thinks. Right, Paul.
Yes.
Isn't that everything we've been looking for?
That is what we're here for, isn't it?
I was having so much fun. I'm knackered already.
I didn't want to stop, but it's a good view as well.
Yeah.
So,
What we need to do is make this 11 out of 10.
it already is.
Yeah, but we need to send the drone and show everybody how
Good
awesome
point.
this is.
Good point.
So let's just make this awesome.
Do it.
And we'll try and breathe at the same time. Well, we've had a little bit of a break and a bit of a breather. Julian, how's the off-roading going?
Off-roading's fantastic. It's great fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good.
Are you living it?
Yeah, loving it.
It's like that thing
Superb.
where you go proper India.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like tracks going up, gravel, and it's like playful, isn't it?
when we're here.
Do you know one thing I noticed that you did was when you stood up on your pegs and you wheeled up? Dude, that was cool.
It was only about 100 yards though, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, but you still, but I reckon you
did
could
it.
have gone round the bend.
Well, maybe next time.
Or maybe we'll get it on camera.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to jump back on a bike so we can just keep going up. Literally, there's no turn-offs. It's just one road all the way up. So let's get back on the bike and let's just take in some more of this chaotic craziness. This is awesome. We're doing an epic pass, people, an epic pass. Now we're starting to get some more snow. Motocross days. Sit back, leg out. Woohoo! Almost there. Almost there. So me and Paul got here first because we were proper standing up, giving it loads of beads. We weren't racing at all in any way.
Not at all.
Now the police checkpoint, I've just gone and had a chat down the police checkpoint thinking, God, we haven't got a permit, we're going to be in trouble now because you're supposed to have a permit, we haven't got one. But I was going to play the British Lord thing and just say, look, in England I'm a lord, you should let me through. Anyway, me and Paul had a good chat with him. Turns out he's not just stopping us and there's a rope across the road for a permit. It is literally covered in snow, it's impassable. But dude, what do you reckon we are? I reckon we got to be 15,000, no, more than that.
Easily,
It was
17,000.
maybe 18.
Yeah.
We'll just say 20,000 feet.
20,000, yeah.
Just because that's how cool we are. But what's the name of the pass again? Bang On Pass.
No, but yeah.
Gangdon Pass.
Car, something. Car Club.
Kargan Pass. I said earlier, so you know, it doesn't matter. But we made it. Oh, it's not come out nose. We made it. Blinking high. Blinking high. Mikey, the survivalist. What we'll do, he'll get a fire going. We'll have some man hugs. Julian, the insurance expert, is checking the road surface to make sure his insurance will cover it as he goes. He's just arriving now. Anyway, we're going to have 5 minutes here. Then we've got to go back down. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Right, we're saddling back up. I'm going to go back down that bad boy. It's almost like Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass. And I was like, go on. You know, and I know, this bike and me, we'd be alright. We've ridden worse. You want to let us pass, but not today. Not today. Right, heat gear back on, maximum. Come on. Come on, the fresh batteries in each camera. They've been in my pocket for warmth. They should work for a little while. Let's see what we can capture on the way down, shall we? Paul pretty much spent the whole time crouching next to his bike, trying to get his breath. Julian's like, I'm ready now to go back. And I'm just like, come on, boys. Let's keep going, but we can't. Okay. Together, we can do this. I can do with some warmth. The thing about heated gloves are, if you could leave them plugged in and running, then they're lovely. But when you switch them off and put them back on, it's like putting your hands in piles of ice. Piles and piles of ice. But they'll get warm. Well, at least I'll take off the chill. Let's take it easy. Look at this. I came up here so quick, stood up, and I think my GoPro died. And it's not dead because the battery's empty, it's because it thinks the battery's empty because of the temperature. But hey up, we're all good. I'm so proud of everybody today. I'm so proud of them indeed. They've all done so well. This is so cool. This is exactly why I wanted to hire this bike, because I wanted to know what it was really like. Was it any good? And it did it, and it did it in style. The Royal Enfield Himalayan 450, it is the perfect choice for this. They're the trucks you don't want to meet on the bends, because they ain't stopping, and you got to get the heck out the way quick, and your bum starts twitching, and you think, please. Let's pick up the pace now. Let's have some fun. Well, riding down, we found a place, of course, with an unbelievable epic view. And Julian, who's up a little bit before us, is just down there by himself. We like to now rename him Billy No Mates. But what we're going to do is, of course, let me show you this properly, because this view right behind me, perfect. Sanka, you dead man?
I'm not sure.
Can I kiss your egg?
If you like.
welcome to my last day here in the Himalayas. So that means we're going to make it epic because there's a pass called the Chiang Lai Pass. It's supposed to be the most brutal one of them all. And apparently it's closed, but I reckon we should go and find out. Ready? Well, here we go. We are off. Now what you're about to see is Mikey just there. He's actually got an early flight than us because he's got a different flight back to the UK, so he's going home. And then you saw Julian, who yesterday, while trying to find a bar, not after alcohol, trying to find a bar, twisted his ankle. And he's in too much pain this morning to ride out today. So he's going to spend the day playing with himself probably. So they, and relaxing is the word I was trying to find. He's trying to spend his day relaxing. Well, I'm out of breath. Whenever you put the bike gear on, you get a bike out. Because the air's so thin, you get out of breath. After a while you settle, you're fine. But yeah, it definitely causes you to be out of breath. Right, so the first chunk of today's ride we've done a couple of times already to get to different places. As far as I know, this is the last pass that we can do really here. We've done most of it from Leh, so we've pretty much covered all these different cool roads, even if we're not supposed to. But it's awesome. What a place to be. Can't believe it's the final ride. It's come around so quick. It's crazy. The final day riding in the Himalayas on the beautiful Himalayan 450. It's been a cracking bike, to be fair. I've given it some, especially the other day going up that mountain on some that gravel, and it kept doing it, kept taking us up without any issues. But today should be interesting because this pass looks mega. Now what might happen is we'll get so far and get turned around. What's fine, we can do that. Whoa, stallion. Fucking hell. Whoa. Now every time we leave what I like to call the chaos of Leh, because there is no rules. Generally there is no rules other than keeping to the left if possible. And some people don't even do that. Some people decide that every lane's their lane, so they'll overtake a car towards you, full pelt, like this guy, just pull straight out. They just don't care. And your job is to play dodgems and try not to get hit. But once you're out and it's open, you're pretty good. So this is the dodgem era, as we say. And then all around Leh is covered in army bases, because obviously we're not far away from any of the borders. Literally all around Leh there's just base after base and training sort of site after training site. And to go past the bases, to be fair, they're quite colourful, they look like quite cool places. And then you see them training out on the main roads in freezing temperatures, sort of sitting down trying to heat up, I'm guessing water or something. And they're there all day and you go, oh, you must be freezing cold. But that's part of their training, I suppose. High altitude, cold temperature training. But look how spectacular it all is. The big arch there as you come in and come out of Leh. Look at that. The Arch of Leh. It is though, no matter what, it's when you can go, go. No hanging around. If you wait, you're stuffed for ages. Oh, and the fumes from the trucks, woof. Yeah, fresh air. Right. See what I mean about this chaos here? Look, where's he going? What lane are we in? Is it one lane? Is it two lanes? Is it we're just all going to get horny and beep each other? There's a lot of horny beeping going on, but not in a nasty way. What the beeping's all about in India, this is all it's about, to let you know the presence of a vehicle. They're not angry with you, they don't shout at you, don't get loads of abuse. It's just a beep, I'm here. It's all that's about. So there's a lot of it. And then literally now as we're leaving Leh, look at the view of the mountains. You get it in Leh, but as you're coming out, you get this full kind of border of mountain breathtakingness. And of course we're heading there. We're heading to the mountains. That just gives you that little warm feeling inside because you know you're about to hit your happy place. Now I feel quite sorry for poor Julian with his leg yesterday. I was with him as we were walking to that pub and he half went with a twist. And there was a lot of pain there. I gave him the best man hug that I could, but I just don't think it did it. Obviously it didn't, not enough man huggage. But I also gave him my last biscuit the other day, but he gave it to a dog. So I suppose it's karma, really. You give someone your last Rolo, your last biscuit, and then they give it to a dog, then you know, karma's going to catch them up, innit? Right. Survive getting out of lay. Survive getting out of lay. Hello. Can we full? Full? Okay. Sorry? Speak English? This one too, full? It's more than I thought it was. You sure you want to pay for this? Oh god, the key keeps getting stuck. Oh, I have, yeah. Second tank. Important thing done. Petrol tanks of fuel. I had what? Over a quarter of a tank. You do not want to head into the mountains with really less than 3/4, but I'd say full. You know what I mean? Peace of mind and all that. Just waiting for Paul. So it's just me and Paul then today. So just me and Paul to have a lot of fun, and we do like to ride quite quick, so we should have quite a giggle. Here we go. Let's get these main roads done. Let's get to the epicness. What we got? 73 kilometres. That's to the top of the pass. Oh, where are you going? Anywhere you like, mate. Jesus. Hey, that's their side. This is our side. He don't matter. He just goes down the wrong side. Who cares? Anyway, crazy. Let's get these boring roads done, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, I reckon we've just done 20k, maybe.
Yeah, not much, was it?
But the interesting thing is, quite quickly, we've actually stopped at a really nice patch because I was trying to find a place to pull over to show everybody, because again, my GoPro batteries have died because of the extreme cold. I'm going to swap it over, so we should be good for the next bit. But how would you describe some of the roads that we've just ridden on?
Ropey, to say the least.
Are proper dangerous.
Trying to stay in the black, not the white.
That's it. Well, you got white, then you've got sort of black ice, and then you've kind of got a bit of tarmac as well. I'm going, this is... I almost... Like, we rode these roads, in the beginning of the week?
Yeah.
And we were flying up here, literally flying. Now, they're just dangerous, really dangerous. But the thing of it is, what we've got to do is we've got to sort of head up here, turn right, and then we go up. If you see the mountains behind me, we're going to start heading up the pass. So I'm going to stick a GoPro battery in, I'm going to press record, and I'm going to see what happens. So this might end up being quite raw footage in the end. Now, we're not sure if we're going to be allowed on this road. We're not sure if we're going to get in trouble. We're not sure if it's going to become the most extremely dangerous thing that we've ever done. But let's go and find out.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see how far we can get. Just stopping there. All I can say is, when you get off the bike, because of the altitude, you're out of puff. I just drank about half Red Bull. It's so cold. There's the temperature and the wind chill. Just almost freezes everything. Just get on the bike then. I'm completely out of breath. It's crazy. Right. Oh. Find my breath again. You can already see the wet patches, and that's like ice, like black ice. So it looks fine. Here we go. But the reality of it is, you don't know what you're riding into. If you're going to slip, and that's the problem, you don't know, and that's where it's scary. But I hope I can give you something epic today. Oh, this is already ropey. Just take it easy, keep traction and go. Keep traction. Keep traction. Come on. Whoa, it's slippy. It's horribly slippy. Keep going. Come on, Himalayan. Oh, the cold. Come on.
Keep going for me. Keep going for me. As long as I can keep the front wheel straight, we're quite good. Good old 4x4s. That's a good, pleasant sign, seeing an ambulance overtaking us, isn't it? Keep going, baby. Keep going. It's the nerve-wracking side of things right now is literally that. It's just slipping off. There's a dry patch, thank God for that. He's still going. I thought he was off for a minute. It's normally right pulls when it's people that keeps right behind you, keeps with you. To see him dip off. That ambulance is stopping there. What's the ambulance stopping there for? I don't think we're going to get much further. If the ambulance stops, is he struggling to go? See, the ground feels reasonably grippy if you put your feet on it. Wow. There is dodge. This is dodge. Come on, baby. I'm in first gear. There's a dry patch there. Well, no, is it a dry patch or an ice patch? I think that looks like a slush patch. Probably should have kept out the slush patch though. It's good. If anything comes the other way, I'm screwed. Woohoo! Whoa, I can feel my back end. That's a little twitchy bit there. A little twitchy bit. Look, whoa, back end's going. I can't get traction. Come on, come on. Come on. Whoa! Whoa! There we go. Bit of solidness. Is Paul moving? Okay. I think we're going to we're still going. Yeah, we're still rolling. Oh Jesus! My feet are out to try and catch the bike if it goes. Let's get to the peak of here, and that's us, Paul. I can't put my feet down properly. This is silly. I don't know. We should try and turn around. I just want to keep going. Okay. Keep going a bit more. Funny thing is, you know the black's ice, but for you can see a bit of tarmac. Whoa! And it's not. You can see it glistening in the sun. Let's just get you a little bit further. A little bit further. Now I've ridden up fresh snow on one of my vlogs. If you go back and look at one of my trips on the World Adventure, I rode up a road thick of snow and I glided up. But this is compact and slippy. Jeez, here we go. And this is the difference. Oh, my feet on the floor. See if we can at least get to this corner bit. Come on. Come on, Himalayan. My brain goes power. But I know I'll be off in seconds. Oh look, a dry patch. Dry patch is good patch. Oh yeah. I'd love to say that's going to give some warmth to the tyre, but it's not, is it? Let's see how much further we can go. Come on, whoa, 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 whoa. A little glitch is just enough for you to go, right, this is where I'm going. Okay, what's round this corner? Holy smoly. That is looking bad. Whew. How are you doing? Shit. It's traction there I'm worried about. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look. This is mad. I love it. See what traction's like. The path, you can see the way the road is, you do get a bit of traction, but you also then hit the ice part on top. Okay, it's getting up here. That's part of my issue. It won't show on the GoPro. It's quite steep. Over there looks a dry patch. I just don't know. Put my sunglasses on. See? Oh god. Yeah, it's thin. It's really thin. Oh god. Yes. I can't talk. I can't talk. Look at that. For a drop. Oh man. You can see a dry patch on that bend. How about the rest? Oh god. Okay. I'll work this out. I'll work this out in a minute. Okay. So we stood here for about 10 minutes trying to make a decision. I slipped a little bit walking back down there, so I know the camera's not going to show the steepness of this. Every YouTuber in the world says that, but it is very true. I think it's got dry once we get up there for at least a couple of bends. But it came to me like a bulb going bing! I've got a drone. Let's end up the drone and just check the path. If it looks dry, I might try and get up this bit that will be well ropey, but if it's dry for a good section, we know we can get further. But let's find out. If we get our breath, let's send up the drone. Well, I hate to say this because up there you could see there's a nice chunk of dry, but standing here, it's so slippy. Just to turn around is going to be ropey. And the thing of it is, once we get, if I can get up and around that bit, you hear that bank that went up, that's going to be worse than this. The wind's picking up. So this is my really rubbish excuse to say, we're quite high already. We're going to try and get down safely before we completely destroy our high bikes, because I think that's potentially what's going to happen. Oh, I want to go up. I so want to go up. But it's so dangerous. Okay, I'm a bit adrenaline rush in a minute. I haven't come all this way for nothing. I'm going to do my best just to try to go a little bit further. This is stupid, but I'm helmet head. And this is what I'm here for. Yes, baby. This is what I'm here for. Come on.
Well, that's quite a pace. See the front wheel wobbling already.
Yes. Come on. Jesus, this is slippy. Come on. There is no barrier on that left hand side. Whoa, come on stallion. Think of it like this, Himalayan. You're an adventure bike. And together, we are all. Okay, my GoPro's just died. And this is my final battery. Paul's waiting with the bike down there. The tarmac's dry, snow, dry, and then no way because of the climb up. Oh, I did it though, people. I did it. I got myself up there. But I am so proud of myself for making it that far on something that's clearly closed. But I've got to turn around, and this is a dry patch. And this battery's, because it's so minus temperatures, they just die. So I leave this running again, because when you switch it on, they run hot. So you just switch them off, the cold. You switch your GoPros back on, and it says it's at like, sort of like, I don't know, 80%, but it just can't work. Oh, 4x4s, 4 wheels, pure grip, everything going up here is these 4x4 things. I guess there's some sort of workman's or something, but it's good. Right, heated vest on. Let's try and get down, because going up and losing traction is one thing. Going down, well, going down, if you don't lose it, you slide. Wow, me, adrenaline is pumping through my veins. My mouth is just dry as a nun's crutch. A stitch in the side of me from this breathing. It really hurts, but I'm helmet head. And if I'm going to do it, you're going to do it, and I bloody did it. Right, somehow, let's turn this bad boy round. Let's get back to Paul. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me some traction. There we go. Me and you together, eh? This bike's 69 on it. High bike 69. And I got it. Okay. Traction. Use engine braking. Just nice and sturdy. Nice and steady. Slow monkey. Gets the crumpet. Right, feet down in case I have a bit of slide. But to hop off. This is good, this bit's good. Ladies and gentlemen, what an adventure. Here we go. Here we go. Don't you dare slide on me. Whoa, there's my foot's just slipping on the floor next to me. Me and Paul together. We made it this far up a mountain pass. Now normally the bottom, the bit we went through, there's a barrier, a string barrier, and that's where they stop you and they get your like pass or whatever it's called, permit, that's it, to go up, because this is all closed and it's so cold. No one's manning them because no one's that silly to come up and down. I'm guessing what you've got the 4x4s is workers going up trying to clear parts of it off, and like the other places they do a lot of blasting this time of year to clear chunks of snow and fallen mountains. Come on, Paul, we can do this, mate. Just go round and down onto that. It'll be alright. That's not... Well, I'll pick you up. Ride it. Paul. Yeah, well, if you fall over, I'll pick you up. There we go, big boy, there we go. Nice and steady. Paul, two-wheeled auto twit on YouTube. Go and check him out, because he's followed me through some of the most craziest crap I've done. And he always wants to be with me on every adventure. And the only thing that's holding him back is he works his butt off, and obviously the money, all at the same time. He is a proper legend, that man. Proper legend. Right. Oh, this is that nice patch again, isn't it? And then we hit the icy patch as we go along that road down there. Oh, nice and steady, mate. Nice and steady. We're all good. And then don't turn, level yourself up on the icy part, and then steady it through. Feet down just in case, obviously. We're good. We're good. There you go. We're nuts. I love it. I freaking love it. That's it. Try and keep steady and you'll be good, dude. You got this. And I've got you. If you fall, you're good. Do you know what? Do you know what? Dude. Fucking hell, man. That was mental. That's every part of stupidity going. But what an adrenaline rush. We've hit where we basically, where it starts off at Sakti. But do you know what we need? Just for the rest of the journey, we need vitamin drink and we need fruit. And I've got both. That's what we've got to have.
Oh baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom.
Well, here I am, back in the hotel room, knackered again, to be honest. But I'm wearing my welcome scarf I was given when I arrived in India. And do you know what? I am going to miss India. It's such an experience. And I'm going to sort of try to explain it the best I can, because I think a lot of us think, oh my God, India's going to be absolutely nuts. And obviously coming here in winter is crazy, is bonkers. But do you know what? Since I've arrived, everyone's been so lovely. The Indian people are just giving people that want to help you. So even from dropping off the bikes, they're really nice. They said, if you need any information, let us know. Everything in the hotel was no trouble. Going out for meals, everybody's like, oh, where are you from? England. And it was just a lovely, lovely experience. Now, riding here in India, the things that I have learned is that basically there is no rules to driving. There is a left side and a right side, but that kind of doesn't really matter. Here in Leh, it's like battle of the survival to get out. But once you kind of get used to that chaos and you keep yourself proper alert, you're soon out of Leh really quickly. And as soon as you do, on your bike, wow, the roads. The tarmac roads are so much better than I was expecting them to be. It was just awesome. You could really open up your bike, you could get the enjoyment out, and then of course get to these really awesome passes, all next to the rivers, riding along there, the ice lake. It was just been, the whole experience has been breathtaking. And today was one of the things where, if you've not seen the whole of the series, it's all been awesome. There's been some decent challenges. But today I'd say the roads were the most craziest I've probably ever experienced. Now, I've ridden snow, like I've said in the video, but I've not ridden snow and ice as bad as that before, and slipping and sliding. And there's a thing, and I'm sure you get it, there's this thing where I go like, this is silly, this is dangerous. And even Paul was like, I ain't going any further. It was like, this is nuts. And part of me goes, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And it wasn't massively further up, but I had to get up that slope. Slip and sliding, whatever it was, I had to get there. And there's parts of my brain going, this is dangerous. And another part of me goes, come on, let's make this 11 out of 10. And that's me. That's me as a person. I love to sort of push it that little bit more. Not too crazy, but enough to, let's just say, get the adrenaline going. But what I want to say is the Himalayas, being here, it's an awesome thing to do. Fly into Delhi, fly from Delhi to Leh. Once you're here, you're basically in the mountains. You are in here, you're ready to go. Get your bike, whichever one you decide to pick. And if it was summer, I'll be honest with you, you probably don't even need a Himalayan. You could probably take the 350 Classic or another bike that's a little bit cheaper to rent. But rental bikes here and hotels are so cheap. Just go for the one that you want to ride and go off and explore, because this whole place is just incredible. Now, this literally is where I'm going to end the video, because all I've got to do now is pack and go home. But one thing, when I get back, I'm going to be booking my next flight for my next bucket list adventure. So I'm pretty sure my next one, you're going to love it. See you soon.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way. out of all the storms raging at the sea. He gave me back my life, I owe him everything. Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord, forever and always. I rejoice, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord, always. He carried me to shore, held me through the pain. He loved me at my worst, I thank him every day. I will put him first, 'cause he did that for me. He sacrificed himself so I could find my peace. Rejoice, rejoice.